Good morning, class 11. Welcome to your online education class. The chapter what we were going, I hope you can understand. We are going through. I think you have understood that the chapter is quite a long one, and this is the second type of form of education, that is formal system of education. In the previous classes we have discussed informal education, and today we will discuss the second type. We have already started the second type of or the second form of education, that is formal system of education. In the previous class we have discussed that what is formal education basically. Now we have learned that the four factors of education, that is the student, teacher, curriculum and the school premise. These four factors, when they are working together with some perfection, with some determination and with some control situation, it is called the formal system of education. Now the institutes can be of different types. It can be school, it can be college, it can be university, wherever it may be. The teachers and the professors, they are bounded by some rules and regulations. The curriculum, that is also fixed. The students, how they will enter, in which class they will enter and what they will read, everything is fixed and controlled in a formal system of education. Now, hiring this definition of J.P. Nayak, what we have discussed in the last day, we can come to the hire some characteristics of formal education. So let's start with the characteristics. Number one, specification of the learners are pre-decided. So what can be the specification of the learner? That in what age what you will learn, isn't it? The specification means it is specified about the learner, that in this age you will enter and this age you will leave. In a age of 15 you cannot enter in class 1 or 2, isn't it? So there is a fixed age for each and every age class, and that is predetermined. And before entering the school, there are some formal system to evaluate whether the child and their parents can continue the system of education, that school authority will decide. So everything, the specification of the learner is fixed. Number two, a fixed entry point. See, so a fixed, in a 2.5 years age, the child will enter in the nursery level, or just the basic level of education, isn't it? Where the education will start right from the beginning, right from the recognition of the letters, isn't it? So there's a fixed point of entering of a student and what age they will enter and in which class they will enter. Next, well-defined curriculum. It is obvious what a child is learning in class 10. When they will go up to the college life, they will not learn the same thing. It is fixed, and the curriculum is suitable according to the age of the learner and what they are learning and their what age. The curriculum is pre-decided by the board, and what curriculum they will follow in each and every year. It is fixed for all ages and all the classes. Next, predetermined span. Now, what is the meaning of span? Span means from one point to the other point. When a pendulum used to rotate like this, the length which it covered, we used to say it as a span. So that is a fixed one, isn't it? Because see, from if 2.5 years the child is in nursery 1, then at 3.5 years the child will go to the nursery 2 class, and like that in class 1 the age will be like near about age 6. So the span of a class or the standard is also fixed. Now when you are going up to class 11, when you are in class 11, you know that higher secondary examination you will give after 2 years. So that span is also pre-decided. In case of, what is the meaning of telling this? Because the formal education is fixed in each and every phase of its progress, regarding class, regarding age, curriculum, time, everything is fixed and very much predetermined. Predetermined means which is fixed previously. Next point, society and state determines the function of a teacher. Now, nowadays you will see there are many teacher training schools where the teachers are being taught that how they will teach the student, what should be the way of teaching, what are the ways of expression, and what from which topic they should start and up to what extent they can reach. Everything is taught in a primary teachers training class. Over there the teacher is to get the so the rules and regulations which will be followed by the teacher is pre-decided by the society or the state, and this training is provided in the teachers training centers where they will the outcome will be a good teacher with good communication skill and with a good power to teach the student. So society and state determines the function of a teacher. What the function, not only educating the child, but they will be just like a friend, philosopher and guide. We have already read. Next is venue of education is also fixed. It is very clear to understand. Venue means the place. Means when we visit to a party, when we go for a excursion, the place or the venue is fixed. So like that, in case of education, school is fixed, college is fixed, university is fixed, or some other institutions are also fixed. That it depends on what type of education you want and what is your age. So depending on age and type of education, the venue of the particular education is fixed. Next point, system of education and evaluation. This is a very important. I think you can keep it before, because each formal institution of education is having a special and unique procedure of evaluation and examination system. Because why do we conduct exam? Even if we are not meeting each other, we are taking exams during intervals, and why we are taking giving you marks and appreciating those who are doing good, and why do we encourage others to do better like the others, like the good students? Because that is your evaluation as well as our evaluation. Because if we are able to teach you, then only you are able to receive it. So it is partly our responsibility. Your success is our success. So the system of examination and evaluation which is conducted in the school is indirectly evaluating your capacity, how you have understood what you have understood. It is not a punishment for you. It is a just examination that whether the teachers what they are teaching you can understand it or not. And indirectly it is our examination also, because we are understanding that yes, what we have taught, how much you have received and how much you can cope up with. Okay, next is the final one. State and society takes the financial and administrative responsibility of the institute of the formal education. Now there are various types of schools. There's some government school, non-government school, private school, whatever you say. So they are taking, state or the society is taking the responsibility of governing the school, whether the school is going on smoothly, the administration is running very fast, and also in case of government schools the financial support is being provided by the government. So these are the all these features and characteristics. You will get it in your book. If you go through the book, when I will get live class, as I used to say you that when I will get the live class, I will explain you if you have any problem. So today's discussion is more or less okay. Next day we will start and we will proceed with school as a formal institute of education. What are the responsibility and what are the duties the school has to follow being a formal institute of education. Thank you.